I'm starting to stream.
No, I didn't even read the description.
I'm starting to stream.
And I was like, oh, that would work.
The stream's live now. I think it is.
Oh no, I probably
Oh, it's live.
don't read it out loud. Do not read it out loud.
I am reading this out loud. A dramatic reading of Catnip.
No, don't. Actually, don't. I read ahead of it. You don't want to do that.
I need to open this in my other window to read it. Oh. I'm gonna get banned on YouTube. I'll get banned on YouTube for that. Oh no. I'm gonna read it at some point. I'm gonna read it, but I cannot do it in live stream. I have to do it in like a recorded video. Cause I can't live stream that. That's like I need an age warning. An age
We've learned our lesson. Read the description and read ahead.
I'm gonna read ahead on this one too. This one's the 4,000 word one. I need Japanese. This one is a...
Alright, I'm gonna check my AS3 history because I'm positive like at least one got some fanfiction on there. I've got a depressing one if you want to read that.
That one's boring. That one was just boring. He just got high and then rolled in the grass. I need more than that.
There's usually two ways that Catnip gets down. Either it's just he starts floating around like an idiot in the fucking grass.
20,000 words!
Do I need to say it?
20,000 words and it's rated M.
Why am I reading so much angst? Oh shit.
This one's gay. Oh, it's rated M. MMTMK plus MTTK K plus K plus K K plus T T. Okay, so all the bottom ones are M. Can't read those. We're going with this one. What?
I found a cute one.
I'm gonna pick up my microphone. I am ready to read. We can't do cute, it has to be funny. Oh, I've seen that one.
Yeah, I've already recommended it. I put it in the fanfiction channel.
Oh, I'm not sure if I wrote it or not. I just remember seeing that title.
Yeah, I don't know, so I like it recommending the same fanfiction. I found a TikTok inspired. No, I found a funny one.
Send me the funny one. Send me the funny
I
one.
love this one.
What's my mouse? Oh, found my mouse.
You can get sick and he ends up harassing Kyou and it's great.
I need to open this a new tab to check it. Okay, I'll read this one.
Oh, do you want me to voice act for you?
No, I just want to read it. I want to do a dramatic reading.
Okay.
How many words? Oh, I'm gonna die.
It's only 4,000 words, it's not that much.
I'm just really bad at reading out loud. That's my problem.
That's why I was going to suggest we voice act.
We can voice act that cringy Japanese one until like a certain point in it, and then we're gonna have to stop. But we can.
Wait, so you want me to be Yuki?
You can be Yuki. I haven't read the fanfiction. I just saw where it ended up, and Med cannot be in call for that. So if we're gonna read it with Med in call, we're gonna.
It's just a dirty joke.
I haven't read it actually. Let me look it up. I still have it open. Oh no, it's not the cringy Japanese one. Where'd the cringy Japanese one go? I closed it!
No, you closed it.
Let me find it.
I mean, to be fair, I did send it. I sent it in the channel, so you can read it.
I'm trying to find it.
That'd be really funny if I did a group reading.
I can't find it. What channel? Oh, I found it.
Well then. Hold on, I'm gonna drive Joe home really quick. I will rejoin in just a second.
That's not it. I can't find it.
How can you not find it?
I'm blind!
See, I didn't even have that setting on because I just know that my stupid ass would not want to do that.
Is my stream private?
I did it so it won't say something stupid accidentally.
Am I just stupid? Why is it private? I set you to public, you stupid. Oh my god.
You just stream on Discord.
I'm doing it on YouTube because I want this recorded. That's why I have it on YouTube, and because other people can watch it. Like my non-existent subscriber base. I have like many types of videos, including reaction videos from when I was in like middle school, I believe. So, and those were reaction videos. I'm not.
See, now that you told me that you're gonna do it on YouTube, I'm gonna be a bit hesitant to speak because my voice is fucking awful and I don't want to hear it.
I said multiple times it would be on YouTube, and then I told you when I went live.
I wasn't paying attention, stupid.
Clearly. Where's the?
I really hate hearing my voice as well, so relatable.
I still can't find that one you sent me.
I didn't send you it, I posted it in the server.
I
Literally just use the search function and type in found it.
that one? Hold on, let me open it again. No, not in that tab. Oh no, I'm looking for the other one. Not that one, I saw that one. I'm looking for the other one.
Which one are you on about?
Hold on.
Just describe it.
The one that was like M-rated or whatever. The Yuki XQ one.
You are not reading that one.
I'm not reading it now.
This is right under the Skirt-Ties Weed one.
I saw that one. That one's awful. It's still open in my thing too. It's right here.
Under Skirt-Ties Weed is Catnip.
Major character death. Why? Why? Homo, I love you. Homo, I love you. Should I read this one?
No.
What is this? What is this? What is this? What did you send me?
Like I said, I didn't read it. I just saw Catnip and I was like, that'll work.
This isn't the catnip one. This is the downside of antagonizing sick people.
Thought that my microphone did not pick that up.
This is the one that you sent me. The downside of antagonizing. Do you have the stream open?
No, wait, hold on.
Oh, that's your problem.
Where is it?
It's on YouTube. It's in the bio actually. If you click on my profile, it's right there right now. You can click on watch now. That one. Why did you scream?
I tried searching and I came across a very fucking cursed video.
In my channel?
No. On YouTube.
Why am I not live anymore?
Why won't it let me search for your name? Also, what's a weird dog? Oh, you don't like me, that's fine.
Just go to my bio and then click on profile, and then right there is like all of my profile links. And my YouTube's right there. It says I'm not live anymore though on my Discord, I don't know why. It showed me, but now it won't. But I'm still live, so.
Okay. Sorry, my dog doesn't like me. And, I want to let out. You know, I drop the link to your channel again because I don't think I'll find it.
Summary. Yuki is sick. Kyou is reluctantly guilty. Yuki impersonates an octopus, which results in a transfer of his breeding pathogens to his dear cousin. Toru is blissfully innocent, and Shigure is perverted. Ayame is Ayame. Hattori is Zen because someone needs to be. What did you send me? Why? What is any of... Ah? It says teen and up, so it must be okay for YouTube.
Like, there's only, like, one or two dramatic jokes. There's nothing actually dramatic.
Well, that's fine then. We're gonna start then. Baka Neko. I can't.
Oh, it's so serious.
Baka Neko. Who are you calling stupid, you damned rat? Walking a few steps behind the squabbling boys, Honda Toru sighed. They were at it again, and just when she'd thought they'd finally stepped down a notch or two from open hatred. In the morning, going to school with them wasn't so bad, because Yuki was usually half asleep, and Kyou didn't dare provoke him then. On the way back home, Toru tried to concentrate on how nice walking through the trees would be if the two cousins weren't fighting every step of the way. Sometimes she had to privately admit it was funny to watch them argue. But today, she had a headache. A startling amount of homework, most of which was due the next day. And she had a night's work at the hospital ahead of her. On top of all that, she wasn't sure what she was going to do for dinner. It really was not the best time to listen to the boys arguing like an old married couple. I swear it, you rat! Kyou screeched. One day I will beat you. Yuki didn't bat an eyelash. You all talk, baka. This, as all three knew, was the absolute clincher. Yowling like an alley cat, clucked. What? Clucked. I don't know why I saw that. Yowling like an alley cat chucked into a swimming pool. Kyou threw the first punch. Expecting it, Yuki dodged easily. Kyou brought his other fist up towards Yuki's jaw, but his opponent sidestepped again. Knowing full well how useless it was, Toru began her usual protests, waving her hands energetically and pleading with them to stop. Once they started this, it didn't stop until Yuki decided to drop-kick his cousin into a tree. But Yuki usually contented himself with dodging for a few minutes, thus allowing Kyou to let out some of that pent-up energy. If he always beat him down within the first few seconds, the stupid cat would probably give him an aneurysm. He wasn't exactly sure how or if this was a bad thing, but he continued dodging anyways. Still shrieking like a banshee, Kyou continued his attack. He aimed his right fist straight at Yuki's stupid, pretty boy head. The other boy ducked, not a second too soon. Another instant, and he was forced to jump away from a kick aimed at his crotch. Now that was plain dirty. Furious that he had missed. Again. Kyou feigned a kick to Yuki's ribs with his left leg. Prepared this time, Kyou drove his fist right in the center of his cousin's chest with a triumphant shout. In retrospect, Kyou realized he should have known something was wrong right then. Dead wrong. When Yuki didn't retaliate. Didn't prove himself better, as he always did. The thought that he had actually managed to land a hit on Yuki was just beginning to sink in when the other boy staggered, met his eyes with a perplexed expression, and promptly faded. For a second, time seemed to stand still. Nothing moved. Yuki-kun! I hate how I said that. Toru exclaimed finally, breaking the spell and kneeling beside him. I didn't even hit him that hard, Kyou muttered. He knelt down next to Toru and instinctively placed a hand on Yuki's forehead. Idiot! He yelled immediately. He's putting him with a fever! Feel his head! He groaned as Toru did so and realization struck. Damn. Must have hurt his bronchial tubes. Toru quickly became so nervous her eyes started to tear. We have to get it home! I cannot voice act these two. I can't. So I'm not even going to try and pretend to be them. I'm just going to voice act it how I want. Toru quickly became so nervous her eyes started to tear. We have to get him home! She exclaimed, gripping one of his arms. Help me, Kyou-kun! Don't touch him! Kyou ordered, suddenly taking charge of the situation. You could turn him into a rat, and then it would only get worse. If you want to help, take a school bag. He yanked off the said item, shoved it at her roughly, and hoisted the unconscious Yuki over his shoulder. Kyou marched off at such a brisk pace that Toru had struggled to keep up. He noticed this, and under normal circumstances, would have slowed down a bit. Today seemed secondary. He needed to get his cousin to bed, even if that meant getting home a few minutes before Toru. He never stopped to think that he might be worried about Yuki. She could have emphasized the serious nature of Yuki's condition by not making a joke about it. He and Kyou carefully put him to bed while Toru hovered around nervously, feeling distinctly useless. Is he bad? Should I take off work tonight? She burst after a moment's tense silence. Shigeru gave her a brief smile. Of course not, Honda-san. You'll be late as it is. In fact, I'll call Hattori to drive you. He's got to come back here anyways to look at Yuki, and I think he dropped some Momiji off at the hospital tonight. Drive me? She stammered. No, I can't possibly. It's too much hassle. Yuki couldn't sick, I should say. Go to work, Shigeru interrupted. All Yuki needs is rest. He probably shouldn't have gone to school today, but I'm sure he didn't want to worry you. She sputtered, then deflated visibly. All right. But Shigeru-san, will you sit him in, please, when Notori-san's not here? I don't want to leave him alone. Shigeru grinned nervously, sweat dropping a bit. The thing is, I have 150 more pages to write before the end of next week. And my computer's downstairs. But I will check on him from time to time, he added hurriedly. Toru hesitated. She really couldn't afford to take off work on such short notice. What if they cut pay? But she didn't want to leave Yuki by himself. What if he got worse? Oh, for God's sake! Kyou spat. Go on to work, Toru-chan. I'll keep an eye on the bastard. Toru and Shigeru stared at the cat as if they had never seen him properly before. What? He demanded. I'll just sit here. He indicated the corner. And do my homework. Aww, Shigure caroled in his most nauseating fashion. Kyung-kun is worried about Yuki-chan. I am not, Kyo protested vehemently. I just don't want Toto to miss work on account of this bastard, that's all. You're blushing, the dog accused, not bothering to hide how delighted this made him. I'm not, Kyo shrieked, turning steadily redder. Please, not so loud, Toto hissed, moving towards them. You're like Yuki-kun. She tripped over one of the 3 school bags strewn across the floor and fell into Kyo, who poofed into a cat. Right, well, I'll go call Hattori. Shigure zipped out of the room with the intention of avoiding the impending explosion. Toto rinsed the crashes and shouts when Kyo streaked out after him. It was a miracle Yuki could sleep through this. Who's reading? Who's speaking? I can't tell. Oh. Yuki-kun. Wake up. Doctor's orders. Come on, Yuki! Before Hasan kills me for making him come over here! Yuki's eyelid twitched as the words filtered through. That was Hattori and Shigure. Damn it all, why couldn't they let him sleep? Wake the hell up, you stupid rat! It's nauseating watching everyone fawn over you. Kyo, very loud in his ear, who's going to kill the damned cat. Baka. He blinked, reddish blur with 2 darker splotches. He blinked several more times. Shigure and Hattori summoned to view. See? Shigure said happily. I told you he wasn't dead. You continue to surprise me, Hattori remarked dryly, then turned to Yuki-kun. Yuki-kun, can you sit up? Yuki frowned. He remembered arguing, fighting, dull pain. What happened? He croaked. He hurt everywhere. Apparently, you and Kyo were fighting on the way home, Hattori replied. He hit you and you fainted. Toru? He asked blandly. Is at work, Shigure finished. She wanted to stay here and take care of you naturally, but I sent her along. So Kyo-kun volunteered instead. It was apparent he had been bursting to stay this all along. Yuki dragged himself into a sitting position and found Kyo seated in the far corner, scribbling something in a notebook. For some reason, this made him grin like an idiot. It was probably the result of the cat's throbbing temple and pissed-off expression. No doubt a response to Shigure's last remark. Baka neko, he said happily, and dropped back onto the pillow. Eh? Kyo demanded, jumping to his feet. Who's an idiot? Never mind, Kyo-kun, I thought he said bracingly. He's probably incoherent. Yeah, Shigure agreed. He looks happy to see you. Disbelieving, the cat slunk over to the bed and peeked at his cousin's face. Sure enough, Yuki was smiling. Definitely out of it, he thought, and retreated to the corner. Sighing, Hattori ordered silence and moved the stethoscope around his patient's chest for at least a minute, and injected a needleful of clear liquid into a vein in his arm. By the time he was done, Yuki had fallen asleep again. Bed rest, the doctor prescribed. No school for at least the next 2 days. If I find he's out of bed for more than 5 minutes at once before that time, Shigure, I'll skin you. Oh, Ha-san, don't be so cruel, Shigure begged, the tone of his voice causing Kyo to twitch. And Kyo-kun, Hattori continued, make sure he gets something to eat later. That's what Toru said, he grumbled, not looking up from his homework. Don't do anything to him while he's sick, or you'll be the one who's skinned. The doctor threatened. I'm not! I wouldn't! Kyo protested. I'm going to beat that rat fair and square! What do you think I want to do, kill him? But Shigure and Hattori were already halfway down the hall. Bastard, third, he mumbled, and went back to his homework. By the time Kyou finished his homework, a faint glow on the horizon was all that remained of the setting sun. He stood up, stretched, groaned, cracked his neck. Stupid teachers always gave him way too much homework. He didn't even know why he bothered to do it. Probably because half the goddamn family plus Toru would nag him if he didn't. Probably because, somewhere in the angry, impulsive haze of his mind, he knew that he needed to graduate high school if he wanted to get a job, and thus escape, if only temporarily, the crazy world he lived in. Kyou frowned and poked his stomach, which was rumbling. He was hungry for fish, the result of spending a good 20 minutes as a cat earlier that afternoon. These repercussions often happened to members of the Zodiac, though he never liked them. Just a few days ago he'd seen Yuki steadily munch his way through a pound of cheese, a box of crackers, and $half peanut butter. Oh well, he thought they had some sashimi in the house. Leaving the room to put his school bag away, he glanced at Yuki, who was still dead to the world. Kyou grimaced, remembering the look on Yuki's face when he collapsed. He remembered the same thing happening on the day of the endurance run, while he was fighting a Fatsuharu. The rat probably would have stayed in bed that day, as Toru suggested, as he should have, if Kyou hadn't egged him on. Shigure had said that Yuki went to school because he didn't want to avoid Toru, which was undoubtedly true, but maybe he also didn't want to hear his cousin ragging him later, calling him weak. An uncomfortable feeling sprouted in the pit of Kyou's stomach. It wasn't until later that he identified it as guilt. Yuki woke up to Kyou prodding him and yelling something, but what really roused him was the smell. Slowly, the message traveled from his nose to his stomach and to his brain. Food. Hunger. Eat. Still half asleep, he sat up, grabbed the bowl, and began shoveling down its contents. Leek porridge. Kyou. Leeks? He jerked Rick to find the food half gone and Kyou ranting, "Goddamn rat! Make the hell before you choke!" "I'm awake," he mumbled, blinking sleepily as his cousin. "You made leeks for me." Even with the lamp turned down, it was possible to see Kyou blush. "Yeah, well, Toru said to feed it to you, and so did Hattori," he grumbled. "Hattori was here?" Yuki asked, eating another spoonful of porridge. Kyou resisted the urge to punch him. "Duh! He gave you a shot and poked you on your chest for about 5 hours, you stupid rat!" Yuki frowned. "Yeah, think I remember." "I vandalized your vegetable patch again," Kyou blurted unceremoniously. The rat shrugged. "It's okay," he mumbled. "Shouldn't have punched you last time, really. It was for Toru-chan and all. I know you hate leeks." Kyou turned a vivid shade of strawberry red, which clashed disturbingly with his orange hair. He stood at the ground and grunted something about not even knowing what the hell a vegetable patch was doing there. "No, about a fight this afternoon." Don't worry," Yuki interrupted. "We can continue it when Hattori allows me out of bed." He ate another spoonful of porridge. "This is actually very good. But what is this Momiji tells me about how you're practicing to be a good wife?" he inquired, smoking. "Idiot rodent!" Kyou spat. "Here I am trying to apologize and you shoot cut out something out, idiot!" He stopped abruptly. Shoot, cut. Oops. The soup spoon dropped in the bowl with a clink. "Apologies?" Yuki repeated. Kyou stared at a fixed point in the ground, cursing himself silently. I was going to say that I'm sorry about this afternoon, and before the endurance run. You wouldn't have gone if it wasn't for me. And damn it, you stupid rat! Stay home the next time you're sick! One day you're going to really hurt yourself!" You would have gloated about that endlessly, Yuki said, staring at his leaked porridge. Well, I won't anymore, he snapped. Not when you're sick. How the hell can I fight you if you're not allowed out of bed? You still couldn't beat me, the rat said honestly. Nani? Kyou shrieked. I could smash you to a pulp right now if I wanted to. Then why don't you? Yuki asked calmly. You are a housewife. Oh yeah? Well, maybe that's what Acto thinks about you! There was a nasty, spiraling silence. Kyou looked everywhere except at his cousin. Yuki dropped the spoon again. His hand shook. I'm sorry, Kyou said finally, his voice barely audible. That was a horrible thing to say. I know how you feel about him. I always say mean things to you, to Toru, to everyone. Yuki fixed him with one of his penetrating stares, eyes glowing ever so slightly. Not noticeable unless one looked for it. But Kyou did that automatically. He never met that look. He could almost feel little rat cheek gnawing a hole in him and burrowing down, down, down into places he didn't even know about, and taking out everything wrong and ugly and shoving it back in his face. He didn't want to know what those eyes would see if he met them at his own. He didn't want the truth. But Yuki eventually refocused his attention on the leaks, and all he said was, "That's twice you apologized to me, without being threatened, in less than a minute. If you don't watch out, you might stop hating me." Kyou crossed his arms, simulating indifference. I just shouldn't have said that. But Acto. That's all. Acto takes his inner pain and projects it on others, Yuki said, as if this were obvious. Maybe it's not fair, but that's how he is, and he's the head of the family. So it was okay for him to hit you all those times? Kyou asked, not knowing why he did. Yuki stiffened. What are you complaining about? He questioned defensively. It's not like he ever did anything to you. Well, not more than anyone else did, the cat grumbled. Just looked at me as if I was some kind of damned roach. Still does. Then he looks at me, which isn't often. I think it's by accident when he does. Yuki snorted. Consider yourself lucky. Why? Kyou demanded. Because I'm the goddamn family outcast because of the way I was born? I thought you'd understand, stupid rat. Everyone thinks it's because you can get along with people. The rat burst out angrily, shocking his cousin into silence. Regular people! I try so hard to fit in with them, so I'm so... Not that you'd... Regular people. I try so hard to fit in with them, but I'm so distanced. You just go in there running your stupid mouth like you always do, and they just like you. Regular people? Kyou shot back. Do you think I'm a regular person, Yuki? Just because they like me? At least you're part of something. If a girl hugs me, I still turn to an animal, same as you. And because of you, I'm shut out of everything. All because of the rat. What the hell do you know, anyways? You've always been everyone's favorite. What do you done with me? You've never felt it. Every time it rains, you don't... He trailed off, wondering at him say all that. Usually, he would have just started punching him, or ran away. Yuki finished the rest of his bowl in silence, and thanked his cousin quietly. Damn rat and his manners, Kyou thought, taking the tray back to the kitchen. He washed everything carefully and put it away. If Yuki kept his damned mouth shut, no one would have to know. Around 10:30, Kyou left the bathroom, yawning and ready to go to bed. Shigeru was still in his office, but he decided against saying goodnight. The last time he had made that attempt at being civilized, he'd been very nearly blinded by a rather disturbing pornography video playing on Shigeru's computer. Supposedly, it had been emailed to him by Ayame, not that Kyou killed. He just didn't want to walk in on that again. Passing by the stairs, he heard a cough from the second floor. Not my problem, he thought. Yuki coughed several more times. It sounded nasty. Kyou got a vivid flashback of punching him in the chest. Damn it, he thought. What would Toru do? And so, muttering curses under his breath, he located a teaspoon and some cold medicine and headed up the stairs. Hey! He called softly, shaking his cousin. Hey, rodent! Wake up! Yuki snored on. Up close, Kyou could see that he was flushed with the fever. Apparently, whatever Hattori had injected him with no longer working. Ah! Kyou yelled, jostling the other boy's shoulder violently. Wake up, you damned rat! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Yuki coughed again, as if despite him. Fine then! Kyou exclaimed, leaving the medicine on the bedside table. Take it when you're awake! He had halfway turned around and Yuki's hand grabbed his wrist. The wrist with the beads. Kyou froze. Yuki was still asleep. He was stronger when he was asleep. If he tried to get away now, the beads might break. He didn't want to know what could happen then. Damn it all to hell, I'm tired! The cat complained to no one. Yuki rolled over in his sleep. Not expecting it, Kyou was dragged on top of him, with barely enough time to make a startled noise. Hastily, but taking care not to disturb his beads, the cat managed to secure his own bed space. His cousin seemed to decide he was a body pillow, and Kyou was violently reminded of a fish being swallowed by an octopus. He glared at the unconscious rat, who was breathing right in his face. Kitty, Yuki mumbled. If you went delirious, I'd kill you, Kyou said. 10 minutes later, he was asleep. Toru got home from a Yuzu time, feeling a little overwhelmed at the thought of unfinished homework assignments, and a little depressed because, for the first time in a long while, nobody had walked her home. She'd been half wondering if Kyou might, and hoped that he'd spend the time looking after his cousin instead. However unlikely that was. One could hope. She was surprised and a bit concerned to see the light on in Yuki's room. Hurrying up the steps, she screeched to a halt in the doorway, only to find Shigure there, with the digital camera snapping photos. Shigure-san? Toru greeted hesitantly. He put a finger to his lips and beckoned for her to come inside, whereupon he gestured towards the bed excitedly. Aren't they adorable? He asked in a stage whisper. Toru's face gained its usual shocked expression as she looked on a scene that would have made any girl in the Yuki fan club explode into a million squealing pieces. There lay Kyou and Yuki, fast asleep and curled together like puppies in a blanket. Hi, how cute! I don't know, she agreed, smiling. One more for the photo album, Shigure said, taking another picture. Ayami's gonna love this! Is it morning? All the commotion had woken up Kyou. He lifted his head up, looked at Yuki, blinked, looked at Toru, turned red, looked at Shigure, turned redder, looked at the camera in Shigure's hands, and turned white. For a second, all was silent. Ah! Kyou shouted, lurching forward. What do you think you're— He was cut off by Yuki, who tugged him back down. Kitty, he said. Hold on. Go, Kyou told them, voice muffled by the pillow. Go and let me die of shame and peace. Even Shigure had enough sense to leave at this, though it may have been because he was itching to call Ayame and Hattori, completely forgetting how late at night it was. Toru was grateful that there was no guns in the house. Because of Kyou, one never knew. By the next morning, Kyou had gotten Yuki's cold. This made the following days quite interesting. Half the time, Yuki, being delirious, treated his cousin like a teddy bear. Toru was surprised to see Kyou putting up with it, till she overheard Yuki helping with the schoolwork she brought home for them. Kyou was so engrossed in the work, which actually made sense for once, that he forgot to react when Yuki called him an idiot. Maybe this was good for them. In fact, hell didn't break loose until 3 days later. Hell came in the standard form of Ayame, who had tagged along on one of Tori's daily visits, and the newly developed photographs. A delighted Shigure skipped home to find everyone crowded into Yuki's room. Yuki and Kyou were busy pelting used tissues at Ayame, who was laughing. Toru was keeping up her usual stream of exclaimed protests. Hattori was leaning out the window, smoking a cigarette and pointedly ignoring the chaos. Abandoning his railroad efforts to antagonize his younger brother, Ayame spun around to greet Shigure exuberantly. "Gure-san, my love, it has been too long!" he yelled, wrapping his arms around Shigure's neck and planting a sloppy kiss on its cheek. "Aya-san, do not doubt my faithfulness," Shigure replied airily. Yuki, Kyou, and Hattori made identical gagging noises. "And I have the pictures," he announced. The atmosphere in the room changed instantly. Ayame grabbed the pictures eagerly, and Toru came to look at them over his shoulder. Even Hattori turned around, unable to hide his curiosity. Kyou and Yuki blushed vivid shades of red, which had nothing to do with high temperatures. "Why do I get the feeling those are going to miraculously appear in the yearbook?" Yuki asked dully. "I would kill your fangirls," Kyou grumbled. "They turned out very well, Shigure-san," Toru said cheerfully. "They're so cute!" Ayame squealed. "It reminds me of that love story about the angel and the demon that Gure-san wrote." "I did base the characters on them," Shigure admitted. "NANI?" Kyou and Yuki shrieked, sitting bolt upright. Hattori took one look at the photos. "Child pornography is illegal," he said. "Now get out, both of you, and stop antagonizing my patients." But Kyou and Yuki were already chasing them down the stairs. "You used us for two of your crappy romance novel characters. You read it? You liked it? Sick bastard, what did you make us do?" 5 minutes later, Hattori's workload was doubled. The end. My throat hurts. My lemon tea. It hurts. Trying to scream for Kyou. Oh my god. It does genuinely feel ragged. Ah. Yes, I loved it. It was beautiful. Why do you keep saying like it's not as bad as some, but like there was still random Japanese. How was my reading, guys? How bad? How bad?
I laughed a few times, particularly when you were voicing Yuki.
I was trying to be like very, very soft and like go for like the English dub voices.
Yeah, you could definitely hear Yuki. I feel like Shigure sounded a lot like Mamushi.
I didn't know how to voice him because I have barely heard his dub voice. So I tried to mimic his Japanese dub. I told you I just used monotone. Just straight monotone. I think it would be very funny.
Her voice recover though.
My voice is fine actually. It just hurts a tiny bit, but I could probably still go for more. Just not Kyou, not Kyou. Ah!
I'm not sure
Ow.
if I would make perfect Kyou. I'm not sure what the best name is. I mean, I can do a good fake sneeze for the Haru one, but like, I don't know how the best way is going on.
I can do a fake sneeze, but it's gonna sound nothing like what Kyou would sneeze like, cause I sneeze like.
Damn rat!
Damn that!
What are you calling an idiot, you damn rat?
Child pornography is illegal.
Yo, time to pay the piper, rat boy. I'm here to collect.
You used us for 2 of your crappy romance novel characters.
What did you make us do?
You read it? You liked it?
You like?
Sick bastard! What'd you make us do? I didn't want to scream like full force into the microphone, but now it's farther away. Now I have no restraint. I want to do like totally screaming. I can do that, but I think my neighbors would be concerned.
I don't know.
No, it's not like a fucking rabbit dying.
Like that.
I saw him hunting my machine.
Yeah, they're doing it's doing a thing where it doesn't care that you're healthy.
We don't need to hear sleaze.
It's not. I don't think I can voice any of them, so I can have
Try and voice Momiji.
I could not do
Toda-chan! Oh, I didn't pick up my voice. Toda-chan!
Oh my god, that sounds just like a dub voice.
I can't. Oh my god.
That's not like the original version.
Why are people walking around and not supposed to fucking do it?
No! I can't reach
Toda! It's not picking up my voice when I do it. It doesn't like Momiji. Toda! No. No, no.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't use all. Because he's a foreigner. In the forest,
He uses Chan, I think, in like the dub, like the Japanese dub. Kyo could do, Uo.
Well, maybe.
Uo.
We're both pretty proficient.
Be Uotani. Ah.
You're stuck?
Huh?
Oh, sorry, she's playing Animal Crossing. She just got stuck.
Haha. Call the rescue service. Fork out, I think, 200. I had to guess because I couldn't tell which one at the end was voicing, and I think I got it right because I can't see Yuki saying that at like the last line.
Sometimes you just have to go on context.
Well, I just guessed because I wasn't reading ahead at all. I just guessed, and I guessed right, and I'm happy.
I can't find any funny fanfiction. Like my entire history is just ants.
It's funny eggs. Everyone's dying, but it's hilarious.
I mean, I could
That's the
try to
catnip
make,
one.
my Alps fanfiction funny.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Did you read that one?
This one?
That night, the one that I wrote.
Honestly, haven't read that many of the fanfictions. I still need to
Oh,
read
wait.
the fanfiction that I was recommended. I just don't read.
I said
Let's read that one.
What the fuck? How do you forget that? Should we try to do a group read of this one?
How do I see my history?
Yeah, we need to like get new headphones or something.
Or do you want me to read it?
These headphones. They know that she's not important, so they ignore her.
Is that how you do it? Yeah, that's how you do it. It works the same in Opera. Because it's using Chromium. Haha!
Just like point it towards you. Point it in a certain direction. Just put it in your mouth.
That. Okay.
Okay, because it didn't pick up.
I don't work out if I have the courage to attempt to read this.
Kyou never wrote on Catnip again.
Just like fucking give it a few years. I was about to say.
I found it.
Hendrik.
I found it.
I recommend doing that.
I found the abomination.
What abomination found?
Oh wait, that's not it. That's not the worst abomination that I had. Is it this one? Is it really this one? It's not. I can't find it!
Do you just read my fanfiction with us?
What is she doing?
Oh no, there's that one. It was that one. It was, okay, never mind. I found it.
Please don't tell me you're reading the one that I didn't check.
The one that I was trying to find that one. I found it. It was in my history still. Oh, it's been twice now.
Pat's here and he's going to get all this shit out of context.
It probably should be. You didn't see the fanfiction that that Swingin sent me.
No, you are not reading the Catnip one.
Catnip!
No!
Yeah!
I learned my lesson already.
We're gonna read it.
I need to read the fanfiction before I send it. Don't read it out.
Yuki sighed, returning home and already dreading. Dreading the face. I can't open it on the. I can't open it on the stream. It's too much for YouTube.
Please, can we just go with the save function and just like promote my fanfiction? I'm begging.
Oh no! No!
It's the worst thing ever.
It is the worst thing ever.
No, the Catnip one is the worst thing ever.
I mean, I've got my first fanfiction, which is absolute garbage.
I wanted to read it for the jokes, but I read too much and now I'm just scarred. I'm scarred! That is the worst thing ever. That is undoubtedly the worst thing ever. No matter what anyone writes. Yeah, basically.
I'm glad that I didn't read it. On the other, I wish I did, so I didn't send it to you.
I'm still laughing, it's still funny to me.
Also, my god, I really thought that 1,800 words of this were good. This is garbage. I don't know why I don't write a level 2 this on this shit. Someone bookmarked it. Who the fuck bookmarked this?
Bookmarked. What?
My first fanfiction.
I have a bunch of people who've bookmarked mine. I need to log in. I think I put it on fanfiction.net.
What would I write about?
I've actually got a fanfiction.net account,
I'm happy
but
with
I've
this.
forgotten the password, so I can only sign in on my phone. I can't figure out how the app works.
I need to do it on this tab.
Also, I don't really use it that much, like, unless I use AFS or anything.
I only use fanfiction on my phone. Like fanfiction.net.
I only use AOK.
I use both.
I use one.
Selfie degenerate, and I use fanfiction.net for
Right, when you said that first link, it was fanfic.net. I was like, okay, I know what we're about to get into.
It can be either good or bad.
Fanfiction.net is absolutely hilarious
Ha?
because I remember reading, it was supposed to be a serious fic. I can't remember what exactly happened. It had something to do with a true farm in Arkansas, but
Oh, logged in.
the author of the fic refused to swear, and I mean any kind of swear, including things like damn and hell. And I remember reading the author's notes. I think I got some screenshots of some of the author's notes that I found because they are absolutely hilarious. I'm gonna see if I can find
Oh boy, this is the right account.
fanfiction.net author's notes are like my favorite thing.
We have this one, which was the one that I was writing before and I've kind of given up. And then we have this one, which has reviews.
Still haven't found you on YouTube, so I can't watch the stream.
It's in my profile! How? Go in Discord, go and click my profile, click on view profile, and it's right there!
It wasn't showing up for me.
Ah!
Ow, fuck.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't showing up for me for some reason.
Is it though now?
Wouldn't let me scroll down. Why the fuck would you title it as a dramatic reading of Chapman's Catnip?
Because that was what we were talking about before, and then I posted in the description, and I actually have no idea what the fanfiction is about.
You guys should really pre-read these things.
Yeah, I've already learned my lesson. Read the fanfiction before you send it to someone.
Yeah, we have an amazing one. I think it's beautiful.
I
Where'd it
just
go?
had that, at first I was like, you told me that you're streaming, I'm not gonna talk, and then there's me now, and it's like, I'm just never gonna watch it.
I'm so concerned by this whole thing.
By what thing?
Because I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about with this Catnip fanfiction.
I didn't even finish reading it, I just saw, Kyou is on Catnip, and there's gonna be something funny with Yuki, I'll send him it, and, turns out that there's something cursed apparently.
How much of this do you think is,
Then read it.
how much of these do you think is, spam bots? With, like, the real punctuation. It's Russian! It's Russian! I don't know what any of this means. I'm gonna translate it right here, right now. Ah! No! We're not translating anymore! Messages! We're not translating any more messages. No more.
See, the only messages I've
I would rather that than some Russian guy asking me to, like, bang.
Oh, I can't wait to finish this anticipate because it's gonna make it even worse.
What the hell? He wondered if Yuki tasted as creamy as he looked.
That's where the ice went out.
It's M, so we definitely can't read it. Okay, bye, Med. Okay, now that Med's gone, we can read this one.
Like, get rid of the kids.
Yeah. This is gonna be painful.
Those reviews. What do you think the reviews say?
No, just straight read the code.
The pic. Someone, look at the first review. It is a great story, but don't cut yourself down by calling yourself a yaoi hole or a bitch. What?
That's what I'm gonna call myself now.
Yaoi hole. Skimming.
Brownies and cheesecakes and stuff, and one of the customers said that she saw like all her couple cheesecakes left.
Oh, I'm amazing, yaoi hole. I've never written it. Yaoi but I'm so embarrassing.
Okay, so the first chapter of this is okay.
I can't read that out loud. That's cursed as fuck.
Send it to me. I want to see.
I'm reading the shit that's on screen.
The catnip or Kyou. Oh!
I'm reading the fifth comment down. Right on the live stream.
What'd I do? I know, lol, I'm a major yaoi whore. Well, I've never written any yaoi, but I. Oh, nope. Yeah, we're not reading that loud.
I hate this. I actually hate this.
What?
Send me the fic, I wanna read it now.
No.
Send it to me, I'll read it.
I'm not reading anything. I'm literally just watching the stream and reading what's there.
Oh. Okay, so,
I'm honestly surprised that this stream hasn't been banned off YouTube yet because it's some of the shit.
it's probably gonna get age rated at this point. Like, I've tried my best, but it's probably definitely age rated, like, once it goes.
You probably are already age rated by some of these comments.
I don't care. I really don't care. Okay, so nothing's wrong except for, like, the bottom one.
I mean, you weren't paying attention to the reviews that you were looking at.
Oh, I'm gonna look at the reviews then.
Yeah, go back to the tab of reviews and then look at the first one down.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Is this a bad time for me to say that I'm sick to post?
Repulsed? Then why are we reading this?
Just be thankful that the test fanfiction I got you to read was just a shit post. Like, it was just
This one?
you being completely out of it. What the fuck?
You sent me this one!
I didn't read that one.
No!
I did read that one.
You read this one. You didn't read. Where was it? This one. This one!
Oh no, I need to know how many times they said really in that thing.
Give me a second.
Right.
309 times.
I need to check.
Okay, 300, 308.
9 times.
I need to go eat. See you.
Oh my fucking god.
I need to go eat. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye bye. I keep laughing at Toto exclaimed, "Homo, I love you."
He has Nicky. Nicky just outside for 69 seconds. Reese said, remember the name. Toru raced Reese 60 seconds out later. Toru explained, Camel, I love you. All of that was happening. It was the last of the end. Jesus Christ. And I found out
No,
an
this part,
author
this part.
that I see on my Twitter a lot and has written some really good stuff. Commented on it, just makes it that much better.
This part. This part. Read this part.
I'm not reading that.
That's what Yuki would say.
Yuki would say that Toru's a death.
Yeah! Oh no!
Wait, no, that was Yuki like the entirety of season 1. Complete.
I'm going to hell.
Flashing.
I'm...
Imagine if from the get-go he thought, yes, I see Toru as a mother figure and just starts calling her Nicholas.
I'm going to hell.
I need to write a fanfiction about that. I want to write a crap pic where he's like getting very defensive over Toru because she knows being a twat, and Yuki decides to take the piss out of him and goes back to flirting with Toru.
Yes!
I want Kakeru to introduce Kyou to the idea of that.
Yes! Yuki had to turn into Yukiru.
I feel like Kakeru would be the first person to call Toru a girl.
No. The scene, we have to write a fanfiction where Yuki's telling Kakeru about, like, how he sees Toru as a mother, and then Kakeru's like, oh! Like a MILF!
Like, he probably saw Yuki teasing Toru at some point and assumed that they were in a relationship like he does in, season 2 where he admits how he feels about her to him. And at first goes the complete wrong direction. He's like, I don't know Yuki was into those.
No. Which one? This one's M. This one's K plus though. The events that follow will change his life forever. Kyou X Yuki. From 2005. There's also this one. This one's okay for stream. Oh, it's logged into my account now. Why is my avatar profile? I can't tell what that is. But not going to private messaging. We're gonna go to this. So actually on fanfiction.net, they banned smut. But people keep writing it anyways. The M tag isn't supposed to be used for smut anymore. They got rid of the tag that was used for it.
Oh my god, if I found one that isn't angsty as hell.
Yeah, I have the only fanfiction I've written is the Fruits Basket and the Fruits Basket and Neptunia crossover. I keep clicking things. And then the Neptunia one shots that I have.
Yeah, I found fanfiction. Sarah is playing out some more things. She's killing chunks of grass. Kyou and Yuki find it in the hallway and they both basically
No.
chat over what to do about it.
No. How do I read my fanfiction? I don't know how to read it. I'll preview. Found it. I don't know why I was going by Henshin. Of all names, I was going by Henshin. What does that even mean? I don't know.
My name is literally observed with G at the end taken off. I'm pretty sure
I was going by Reeb Eli for a while, which is my username, but for some reason I was going by Henshin, even though my username is Reeb Eli. As far as like, oh, I can change it. Haha! Why is my new name automatically set to my email? Haha! Now it's better. I like sites that let you change your username. They make me happy. It's not reloading this though. Woo! That was a roller coaster. I wrote a 6 about Neptunia. That's my first one shot.
I am going to peace off for a little bit.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye. Oh. I like how like in this fiction, like this fanfic, I wrote for Neptune. She's too stupid to die. What did my mic? What? What did my mic do? I was reading a fanfiction, and I was reading one of my old one shots. It was surprisingly decent. Surprisingly, I am shocked. Oh, if we're talking about my first fanfiction, it's right here. It's not even online, because I didn't even have the internet at this time. It's in a journal. A journal. Where was it? What the hell? Ah! My throat hurts more. I have in this book a fanfiction from... Hold on. Oh, thanks. Needed to sneeze, now it's gone. A Da Capo 3 fanfiction, which, never watched Da Capo. It's an abomination. I don't know what the hell it was supposed to be, but no. No, 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 no. I also have a Attack on Titan fanfiction that is 10 pages long. And then I have a, Sword Art Online faction. Oh my god. Sword Art Online fanfiction. A Kirito X reader, which is 1 page long, and you never even meet Kirito. You say no, but I wrote this in like my freshman year of high school. It's even worse because it's an X reader. That's the crime in it. The fanfiction itself is an abomination. She gets... I think I was just starting to get into 6fic, but it's an entire 9 pages long, and the main character, like my OC, almost dies in the first 8 pages. So, that was fun. I am...
Can you see on TikTok and literally everything else stop recommending me fine fiction? I am not transgender. I am fine having sex. I don't know why, but like every single social media under the sun is telling me that, yeah, I'm transgender or non-binary. No.
I own a binder for cosplay, and those things hurt. Not even your chest, just the entire being hurts.
I mean, I might get one to cosplay, but like,
I look almost flat too, and it's kind of terrifying.
to be fair, I don't think I need one. I really don't.
Oh my gosh, I keep sniffing. Should we do a dramatic reading of my first ever fanfiction? It's extra cringy, because I was an extra weeb.
Well then, what's the tone of the characters? Because I honestly never fancied the Catnip, you know?
I don't know, it starts off with her getting into the new school. She joins the club, and then she gets sick, and that's kind of how it stopped. It was meant to be carried on, but you know, it never really did. Like, it's only 9 pages long. It never finished. It was nowhere near finished. And by 9 pages, I mean like composition book size pages, not like full notebook. It's also written in red pen. I don't know why. Why is my nose running? I haven't done anything. Oh my god. Do you have background music or no? Oh my god! That was so painfully loud. That sounds like it's, you and Owen with her. It sounds like you and Owen with her. Okay. I keep sniffing, it's not gonna be really well something. I ride to school on my scooter. Only I ride to school on my scooter, only pausing to go across the crosswalk. When I arrive, there was no one there. I panic, thinking I'm late, as the bus parks in front of me. I'm early, I think. I walk to the bike rack and lock up my scooter, as people stare. It's probably because I look different, as I realize all the girls are wearing skirts and t-shirts, and the boys wearing a black matching long sleeve and slacks. I sit on a bench outside, wondering what I should do. A second bus, then a third one, park themselves behind the first. As the third bus pulls up, a boy walks up to me, and I assume he's going to ask me something in Japanese. My throat hurts so much. Oh my god. Are you Sugami Maki-kun? He asked in English. I must have looked shocked, because he said, I'm your guide, Yoshino Kiyotaka, but you can call me Taka-kun. And yes, I speak English. Hi, I say nervously. Can I get something off my chest? I nod. Okay. Do you want to join the newspaper club? Don't worry, everyone speaks English already. And as a heads up, I'll tell you that currently, we are working on the case of the everlasting cherry blossom. A tree on this island that is believed to have magic and... can't read. And grants any wish you make. And the cherry blossoms are always in bloom. That's amazing, I say. Let's go downstairs. It's almost class time. Oh, I almost forgot. He hands me a note in Japanese. I can't read it, remember? Oh yeah, just follow me to my classes for now. We'll figure it out later. Okay, what do you have first? I have geometry. What math should you be in? Geometry. Then we're set. Okay, perfect. I walked with him to his first period math class and got some weird stares from other students. What about... no, the music stopped. What about my... Right, let's get you a uniform. We walked to the office and he conversed the Japanese with the man behind the desk. I soon got my uniform and changed into the girls' bathroom. Oh my god. He showed me which one it was. I hope I don't run into the wrong one. We finally got to geometry right before the bell. When I went to lunch, I saw a line and headed to it to get my lunch. I made sure I was right behind Taka-kun so he could translate for me. He told me the menu items. So... What? So there was yakisoba, and I'll have chow mein. You've had Japanese food? Chow mein is not Japanese. Why? Chow mein, my favorite Japanese noodle dish. Not sushi. Why? Raw fish. Not happening. And I feel like being simple with vegetable chow mein. I go to teriyaki joints in the US sometimes, and I'm familiar with some Japanese entrees. Okay. He got our food. Me grabbing a Coke. They have Coke in Japan? I never knew. Oh my god. And sat down at a table. Some girls joined us later on. He told me it was the rest of the unofficial newspaper club. Why is it unofficial? I ask. It's a joke. Oh, okay. Their names are Himena, Himeno Sora Charles Aoi, and I'm the head of the club Morizono Riki. Hello, hi the Aoi Pie, just in the bell ring, off to biology. Yep. This song hurts me. I don't know why. Pain. I feel pain. After school, I follow Takakun to the newspaper club. Soon, everyone else arrives. Hi, oh my god. Hi, Rika-san. Hi, Rika-san said. Hello, everyone but me replied. Well, today, the door swung open and a boy I recognized walked in. Who are Takakun started the same. Tukiyake-san? I interrupted. You know him? Ow. It gets juicy! Plot twist! You know him? Takakun whispered. Know him? He was and is my crush, I excitedly whispered, then stopped as Tukiyake-san stowed. Is this the newspaper club? Tukiyake-san nervously asked. Yes, Takakun replied. Sorry if I'm late, I just woke up. I'm still adjusting to the time difference. It's okay, you're fine, Rika-san said. You can sit here if you'd like. Takakun said before I could stop him, pointing to a spot next to me. Okay, perfect. Now let's get back to the issue at hand. I woke up the next morning, feeling dizzy. I stumbled around trying to get ready on time and decided to my current condition, a scooter was not an option. I walked to school and found Takakun talking to Tukiyake-san, explaining everything. I walked up to him and pulled out a paper I found on my door. This song? Who added this song? Med did. Med added this song. Med, why? Explain. This song is just as bad as his writing. The story. Pain. I feel physical pain at the story and the song. Uh-oh, he said after reading it. What's wrong? I said. Your apartment is gonna get closed. That is the wrong year. Why? You don't say you are apartment. It's the wrong year. What is wrong with me? I'm mad now. I am very mad.
Wait, is this copyrighted music? Are you still, like, streaming?
Oh yeah! It probably is copyrighted. I'm not sure if the stream's still alive.
Sabotaging your screen with their copyright claims. Yeah, she probably
It is still live.
How the fuck has it not been taken down?
A dramatic reading of Mia's awful fanfiction. You all. I'm so mad about that. So mad. It's the wrong year.
Hey, at least I didn't tell you copyrighted
What's wrong? I said. You all apartments gonna get closed at the end of the week. What? I yelled, drawing even more stealth than yesterday. Let's go inside, he said, looking around nervously. Okay, I'll go too, Tukiyake-san said. Later that day, I felt faint. I found Takakun and decided not to tell him. Tukiyake-san was already at the club room. I sat next to him, feeling crappy. I've really given up. I felt so much pain about the you all that I am no longer attempting. Club is starting, Rika-san exclaimed Okay, everyone replied. We have a lot to accomplish today. So get Irika-san suddenly stopped, noticing Taka-kun staring at me. Sagumi-chan, are you okay? You look pretty pale. Yeah, I stopped short, interrupted Guy. My handwriting is so bad, and like... Yeah, I stopped short, interrupted Guy, cough. Yes, you're not, are you? I'm fine, I'm perfectly, I say. I find no strength to complete the sentence, nor sit and fall sideways on top of Tokiyaki-san. What? Tokiyaki-san says. I hear Taka-kun talking as if from a distance. I start coughing into my arm. Two people lift me up and carry me as I pass out. I'm sitting in a chair. There's someone sobbing behind me. I turn around and see me sitting on my mom's grave. Whoa! And to me, either side are 6 other graves. What? I think it perfectly fits. Everyone died. I'm sitting in a chair, and then there was someone sobbing behind me. I turn around, and I see me sitting on my mom's grave, and to either side are 6 other graves, one being my stepdad's final resting place. I cry out, but no one hears me. Then I wake up. There was something cold on top of my head, and as I regained my senses, my phone just buzzed. I notice all I'm wearing are my underclothes. I touch the freezing cold ice pack on top of my head. I pretend I'm asleep when Taka-kun came into the room to no avail. You awake? He asks. Having no strength to speak, I nod. Good, he says back. I'll get some soup. I shake my head, but it's too late. He was already in the kitchen making egg soup. I decide I'll wait until he comes out. After a few moments, I hear him softly conversing with someone, and I have a good idea who, because he was speaking in English. Tokiyaki-san. It's a good guess. They walk into the room and... Crap. They walk into the room and sit on the couch. My guess was correct, I think. Are you better now? Tokiyaki-san asked. Well, she's dying. Everyone in her family's died. I don't think she's okay. Just a guess. What the hell was wrong with me? What kind of trauma did I go through in my freshman year of high school to write this garbage? Why is everyone dead? I shrugged my shoulders as a question. I really didn't feel well, but I wasn't about to say I'm fine with that. I was still sick. Here's your soup, Taka-kun said as he handed me my soup. I shook my head. Are you sure? I opened my mouth to say yes, but all that comes out was a croak. Instead, I nodded. Taka-kun got up and walked into the kitchen with the soup and came out with the herbal tea with honey. It was still warm when he tried to hand it to me, but I didn't have the strength to lift my arm, so I shook my head and tried to say something to him. It came out like a whisper. I can't pick it up. I'm too weak, I spoke. Okay, he responded. He set the cup down on the table next to me and walked back to the kitchen once more. This time, when he came out, he had dry snacks. That says snacks. They were vanilla wafers. I shook my head no, but he left them out anyways. Later, when it was just me, I started to feel dizzy again. I started to, call to Taka-kun softly, then slowly called louder. Tokiyaki-san walked into the room, stretching. What's the matter? He asked tiredly. I opened my mouth to respond, but just then I felt a sharp pain in the back of my head. Instead, I screamed until I could no more and passed out. Now, from Yoshino's point of view, or Taka-kun. I was being shaken by somebody. Let me sleep, I said as I turned over. But it's Maki-kun-san. We have to get her to the hospital. I can't not laugh, I'm sorry. We have to get her to the hospital. Tokiyaki-san quickly said as he threw a shirt over his head. I abruptly sat up in bed and got clothes on. I rushed out to Maki-kun-san and picked her up in my arms. We walked out to the car. Tokiyaki-san opened the doors, and I laid Maki-kun on the back seat with her feet in. The honorifics are not being, consistent here. Tokiyaki-san's with her feet in Tokiyaki-san's lap, watching her and keeping her safe and oh my god. Keeping her safe and comfortable. We sped to the hospital, parked, then rushed into the ER. Soon we got a doctor. He checked her pulse, checked her eyes and ears, and then he hooked her up to the heart machine and TV. Oh, IV, that's an IV. I watched the whole thing of Tokiyaki-san. She'll be fine, the doctor said. And that's where it ends. That's the end of the story. That was a ride. A wild ride. My head hurts. After that. And Bad Apple's just making it worse. Now I can hear Bad Apple and I don't like it. Who requested this? This was swinging. Why? Did you all like that?
Yes.
Think, I think I liked that my favorite parts were, well, I used the wrong your, and I said you our apartment, and then she all of a sudden started, like, dying. Yeah, chow main's Chinese, it's not Japanese, and for some reason, this must have been middle school, because I was in Japanese class in high school. And I knew better than to say chow mein was Japanese. Can I still get copyright strikes for this? I definitely can. I'm gonna mute the bot. You would be surprised what they have striked me for before. I had, in like the very background, like incredibly quiet, someone was playing a song over microphone in Gmod, and it hit me with that when I had to mute the audio in a stream.
Isn't this fun? Remove it. Yes.
I can't even hear. It's muted.
I have the song up.
Why? It has lyrics. Who took the time to do this?
What is this?
Clearance pick on patio picks. Oh, clearance prices on patio picks. Shop. Nope. Let's try again. Clearance prices on patio picks. Score huge savings on outdoor seating, tables, decor, and beyond. Shop now. Thank you, Elmo. No. Everything else is boring. It's just TikTok and Reddit.
The song is so iconic.
It is not.
Best song ever.
It is not.
It's not an iconic anime song.
No. I can see that it's playing. I can't hear it, but I can see that it's playing. It's very fast, so. Because I muted the bot so I don't get copyright striked again. Because the problem is that with streams, it'll copyright strike you, and it'll just remove the stream. It'll stop it entirely. That's the difference between videos and streams. Videos?
For some reason, I was able to watch that stream from last time.
Because it's a video now, streams will get stopped, but if it's a video, which streams turn into videos once they're over, you can leave it there, and you might have ads played over your video or things like that, but because streams, you can't play ads over, they just block it entirely.
I like how I was certain that it won't get copyright struck when we watched Roommates, but then it did.
That's because, like I said, streams will just be stopped. If you have a video, like what other people have done, it's uploaded and the copyright holder can have the ability then to play ads and stuff over it. It'll still get copyright striked, but you won't get dinged unless they ding you, which will cause the video to be taken down. Streams, they can't contain any copyrighted content at all during the stream. If they do, it'll be taken down until the copyrighted content is no longer being detected. I vote we do. I'm fine with not streaming anymore.
We can make a reaction channel together. I'll edit for you.
If you edit for me, then I'll make all the videos, because I don't want to edit. I have one video that's been edited, my latest flute video, and that's the only video I've ever edited on my channel.
I used to edit when I was 8. I still edit, but like, it's been a while.
I use iMovie, because it's free. And it doesn't put a watermark on it. It's pretty decent too. It gives me a lot of leeway of editing. And it doesn't like tank my quality of the video and whatnot.
These are hilarious. Make an amazing channel.
I thank you. I vote we do it. Why? Okay, bye bye YouTube.